It is a hot day today. I actually just got back from getting my makeup done. I was helping out somebody in my community like practice doing makeup. She's trying to like build her company up. So that was really fun because I haven't got my makeup done since my wedding and I've never gotten it done before then. So, and I also like don't ever wear makeup. It's been a while and it was really fun. I had such a good time. Today I have never made a Q&A. And I figured it would be a good idea just so you guys could get to know me a little more, answer some questions, and I figured it'd be kind of fun. So Q&A it is. Since I'm still like starting up, there wasn't really much or anyone to like ask me questions, so I kind of just like pulled out like a standard basic like Q&A thing off of like Pinterest. It's just like a general like template, so let's get started. So question number 1. What is my full name? It is Jennifer Bracha Razel Shabatian and now Schwartzmer since I'm married. My middle name is actually Yiddish. I was named after my 2 great aunts that passed away in the Holocaust, Bracha and Razel. So that's my full name, Jennifer Bracha Razel Shabatian. And my channel actually is Jennifer B. Rose, is because Razel in Yiddish means rose in English, so I kind of thought it like sounded pretty like that. How old am I? I am 21 years old. I'll be 22 next month. And I was born in 1999. What color is your hair? My hair naturally, it's kind of interesting because on top, like my roots are like a dark brown, but it's always been like more like of a dirty blonde on the bottom. It kind of just like gradually was always lighter on the bottom because I would always be in the sun or at the beach. Last year I actually dyed it like a reddish kind of color, auburn, and now it's kind of just growing out of there. But naturally it's like a brown, dirty blonde type of color. What color are my eyes? They are brown. I have brown eyes, which is unfortunate because my mother has green eyes and I didn't get them from her. I mean, I love my eyes. I think they're beautiful, but I think green eyes would have been dope, but maybe my kids have a chance. How tall am I? I am 5'4", so I'm really average. Do I have any brothers or sisters? I do. I am the youngest of 4. I have 2 older brothers and an older sister, and I have 5 beautiful nieces. None of them, unfortunately, live here in Israel. They all live in America, so it's nice to go back there and visit. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is gray, like an elephant gray. I also love elephants, so that's the pattern there. I just think it's such a nice and easy color. It goes with so many things and I just like how calming it makes me feel. I don't know, I think it's a pretty color. And elephants are really cute too. What do you like to do in your free time? So I have a lot of little hobbies I like to do. I love sports. I love playing basketball and rollerblading. If I'm ever not lazy. I also love being creative and artistic. I love painting and making crafts. I've done a lot of that stuff, especially around the apartment. Like I even cut up oranges and dried them and made them into a really cute like wreath or wreath? I think it's a wreath, I don't know. But it's really cute and I also did some paintings. I'm actually doing now a paint by numbers and it was personalized. So it was like it's a picture of me and Tani from our wedding. And it's a really cute like paint by numbers type of painting and I'm really excited to be done with it. It's taking forever. It took me just a couple of hours just to do like a little corner because of all the like little tiny details, but it's really rewarding and it's coming out so cool. I'm really excited about that. What is my favorite movie? My favorite movie, it's so hard because I love movies and I have so many. A few that are coming to mind are A Beautiful Mind. That is a really great movie. I definitely recommend that one. Also, really randomly, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know why. I think Tim Burton, he's just a genius and I love his work and just like the effort that goes behind the scenes into like his movies and just it's really such a craft and an artwork and I think that movie really shows that. I mean, I have a lot, I really do, but those 2 are coming to mind right now, so I'd have to say those are like my top 2, but I like love movies. Honestly, like if I wasn't religious or Jewish and I could still be living in LA and not being, you know, practicing Judaism, I'd probably want to become like a director or some kind of like movie producer. That would have been really incredible. But my life took me a different path, and that's totally fine, and I'm cool with that. What is your favorite food? I really don't have a favorite. I like food. Yeah, I'd have to say chicken lo mein. It's so good. We had this really great place in LA called Shanghai. We would go there for birthdays and like special occasions, and it was always the chicken lo mein for me. I don't think I'll ever get sick of that. It's so good. I think I just have a few more questions here. Let's see. What is your favorite sport? My favorite sport has to be basketball, hands down. Ever since I was little, I'd always be on basketball leagues and teams and just always playing during like my recess breaks. I love basketball. The best show on TV is, Grey's Anatomy. I've like rewatched all the seasons at least 4 or 5 times. Unfortunately, it's really frustrating. I live in Israel, and so the Netflix in Israel is really different than the Netflix in America. So American Netflix has Grey's Anatomy. Israeli Netflix does not, and so I haven't kept up with it, and it's really frustrating because I'm like a season or 2 behind, and it's just like so weird to me because I've always been on it. I have to get some kind of VPN to really fix that because it's getting really ridiculous, and I really just miss my Grey's Anatomy. Where are you originally from? I am originally from Los Angeles, born and raised. I moved from there when I want to say I was 19, and then I came to Israel. I was studying in a midrashah, like a seminary, Jewish seminary, and then I stayed for a 2nd year, and then I made aliyah, which means I became a new immigrant in Israel, and I'm a citizen, and I live here, and I'm married to my husband here, and it's just been incredible. I love it here. I wouldn't change it for the world. LA is really awesome to visit. I really love going there, seeing my family, going to the fun sites. Like, it just never gets old going back. But I'm happy that I'm living in Israel. I think it's much more suited for me. If I had one wish, what would it be? Ooh, that's a tough one. I have a lot of wishes. I want to say overall, like general success, like success in business, success in health, success in my happiness, success in my family, within my kids, success for my parents and siblings, in everything. You know, I think it just can be a very broad term for a lot of things, and I guess I just wish that everything is just successful in people's lives with whatever they're, you know, going through. So I think I would say that, but it's hard because I would say a lot of things. What is one thing that scares me the most? My biggest fear would have to be like the fear of the unknown, which has like subcategories to it, like fear of the unknown, which can mean that you're also afraid of the dark because you don't know what's in the dark because you can't see. So it's kind of like you don't know what's there, so it's scary, so you're scared of the dark. That's kind of what I have. And just fear, like I'm afraid of dying because like you don't know how it's like dying or the afterlife or whatever it is, like the unknown. So that's like my biggest fear. And it also has like a bunch of like subcategories, so like that's annoying. Okay, last thing. What is one thing that I need to work on? Just really trusting the process. Like this year has really just been so crazy, up in the air, and so many things have been changing, and a lot of things have just been really frustrating. And I think I just need to trust the process with that. Things will just like turn out the way they need to turn out, hopefully for the better, and just know that like things will work out in the end, things will resolve itself, and I just need to be patient for it. So I think that's like the one thing I'm like trying to work on, and like remind myself that like be patient, things will sort itself out, like just trust the process. So yeah, that is my Q&A, short and nippy. I hope you guys enjoyed, got to know me a little more. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, chatting with me, getting to know me. Hopefully that it helps you guys a little more in watching my other videos, get to know me a bit. I'm thinking about making like other like sit down videos of like why I chose to live in Israel, tips for wanting to move, or just like things like that. I'm kind of just trying to figure out what my niche is in YouTube and what kind of videos I'd like to create and edit. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye!